Why most people fail in their production mining job. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and in today's video I just want to have a quick look at a blog that we did for the underground training website, set up to fail in a production mining job. It's an unfortunate thing, but if you try and get a production mining job and you go in green, the majority of people, over 50%, fail in the first 6 months. Alright, so I just want to have a quick look at this. So why are there so many people set up to fail? Often it has got to do with the advice they've got going in. They get pointed in the right direction, which is easy to do. There's lots of jobs in hard rock underground. Go to Kalgoorlie, you can get a job pretty much straight away. And it's by people that are selling resumes or giving out free advice over the internet. There's got to be 50 different resume writers on the internet, on the Facebook pages and the social media pages now, all claiming that they can give you a magic resume to get you into the mining industry. That's, doing a resume to get yourself into the mining industry is not that hard. It's the bit that comes afterwards that's hard. It's trying to keep that job for the first 6 months. And these people aren't from a production mining background and often have no idea how it works. And I often liken it to, you've heard of the saying being sent to into a gunfight with a knife. Well, you're not even getting sent in with a knife, you're being sent in with a spoon, because it's just, so many people fail. And if you want to have a look at this entry-level mining information video that I've done on it, you can, I'll link that in the description below, and you can have a look at that, and I go into great detail on why the reasons are that people fail in these jobs. But people often think that the big struggle's over and done with once they get the job, only to be blindsided once they get themselves to site. They find themselves in a sink or swim training situation, which soon becomes a nightmare. You see, employers have to issue their own on-site tickets and procedures to every new employee. So the only people that use the national training system, so those R2 tickets in production mining, is coal in Queensland. Everywhere else in the country, all the employers have to issue their own on-site tickets and on-site procedures, and that has to do with the legislation that's laid down in each state, which is modelled on what we've got over here in WA. And they changed the rules just after I first started in 94, so 95, start of 95, they changed the rules to say the owner of the mine is directly responsible for everybody on the mine, and they have to be able to prove that they've trained and supervised and kept everybody safe, and they do that with on-site ticketing and on-site procedures. So in WA, when the mines inspector pitches up on site, one of the first places they go is the safety and training room to inspect the records, and if the records aren't up to date, they issue a prohibition notice to shut the joint down, and they do it. It happened about 5 years ago on a big underground mine. The inspector went underground and collared a few people and asked them a few basic questions, which they all got wrong. He wasn't very happy about that, so he went upstairs and issued a notice that everybody needed to be re-inducted for underground, which sort of took 4 or 5 days, and I've been told it cost anywhere between $15 and $20 million to do all that. So that just gives you an idea of how seriously they take it all, and why it's a really good idea to know the information you need to know before you get there. And you can do that using the sponsor's Intro to Underground Mining package. It's $495. It's got all the information in it, and this is what most people are charging for a resume. And in the back of the Australian Mining Seminar, and you can have a look at some of the videos that I've done on resumes before, and I'll do another video shortly on resumes again. You can make your own resume in about an hour and a half to 2 hours yourself. It's really easy to do. It's not complicated. You're making a very specific resume that's going to get read by a foreman or a project manager. You're tailoring it to them because they're the ones that are going to hire you. And so if you've got big long cover letters and resumes that goes for 4 or 5 pages and all that sort of stuff, and it's hard to follow and you've got to jump around the place, they're just not going to read it. They want an easy couple of minute read, and it's just got to tell a quick story. So you can have a read of that on the blog, and we've also just done a video blog page where I've been loading up the mining information videos, and I'll load this video up there as well, and you can have a look at our latest job hunt videos if you want to have a look at where the jobs are around the country. So I hope that information helps, and if you've got any questions about getting into the mining industry, please send them through. If you could share this information around, and like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.